Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday. So last week I shared my initial experience or introducing you guys to my journey of using red light therapy. I shared my initial thoughts using the LightStim for Wrinkles device, which is a red light therapy device. And in that video, I told you guys that I am also currently using a blue light device. And this one was also sent to me. It was kind of funny because I got both devices within like a day of each other. Both were sent from different companies, so I didn't pay for either one of these. But both said, just whatever your thoughts are, share them. So that's what I'm doing. I have committed to doing monthly updates. So after this initial video, a month from now, I'm going to be doing an update on both the red light device as well as this blue light device that I'm telling you guys about. And we're gonna do monthly updates for the next 3 months so that I can update you guys on the progress on the changes that I'm noticing in my skin. In the case of the red light therapy, I have definitely already noticed some changes in my skin. And again, I will refer you back to that video. And in the case of this particular device, I have also started noticing changes in my skin. Red light and blue light therapy do totally different things. So keep that in mind. You don't necessarily need both. If your main issues is wrinkles, I would go for red light therapy. If your main issue is breakouts, things like that, I would actually suggest a blue light device to you. Now, this particular one, I have to admit, I was a little bit hesitant on accepting only because this is a very expensive device. There are less expensive blue light therapy devices out there, so I will just tell you that right now. My experience is just speaking to the quality of this one, what I know about this one, how it's interacting with my skin. That is not to say that this is the only device that is out there, but I will tell you about the ins and outs of this one here and what my experience is so far. I will also link a slightly less expensive blue light option down below as well, but I have not used that other device. It's from the same company that it's LightStim. So it's from the same company that I was talking about last week. That being said, I don't know how it would compare to this one. I'm thinking about still ordering the LightStim blue light therapy myself so that I can compare the two and tell you guys whether I think it's worth splurging on this one or whether you can just go with the blue light therapy. So I need to check the Skin Store website and see if there's still a sale happening. If there is, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. So this is the Clearerist, which I don't think is the easiest name to say for this particular device. It comes with a really nice base that you can just put into the bathroom to, I guess, keep your device. This is also your charging station here. So there is a little plug that goes back in here, then you plug it into the wall, and this is how you recharge the device. I will say the design is very beautiful. They use Salvador Dali's art as a inspiration for a lot of their devices and the packaging for their skincare line. When you purchase the device, it comes in this beautiful box right here. I kept it just to be able to show you guys here for the video. It is definitely beautifully packaged. It's kind of hard. Here we go. So this is the box here. I'm actually thinking about giving this to Stella to hang on to because it's kind of a nice box to store things. So the device is housed in here when you get it. And there is also sorry about that. There's also a case, but I can't imagine traveling with this. I don't think I would personally want to travel with this because I would be too afraid to like damage it. This is an expensive device, you guys. This retails for $599. Now, they do have some discount options on their website. I believe you can save, I think it's like 15%. Don't quote me on this. But when you sign up for their emails, I think there is a way to save a little bit on this device. She's expensive. I am not denying that for sure. But you do get the carrying case here, and there is a really nice little, I'm not using this, I'm just using my towel in the bathroom to clean off the device after I use it. But you can keep, you know, things in here if you would like. So definitely it comes with some nice packaging. The device itself is also fantastic, and it comes with this really nice little booklet here, which I would definitely advise that you read through prior to starting the treatments so that you are using the device correctly. I read through, did my research. Before we get into the device itself, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what blue light therapy is specifically used for, and I will be linking a few articles down below for you that I gathered my information from. And I'm not telling you everything about blue light therapy today, just a kind of very like high level overview of roughly this is what you can address with blue light therapy. Please also do some additional research on your own. I will link the articles again that I researched from in the description box. So blue light therapy treats a variety of skin conditions. I did make notes. I am that person. I have to make notes, otherwise it doesn't get retained in here for very long. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my head. Okay, so blue light therapy is actually designed to treat conditions that are right underneath the skin. So it doesn't go as deeply as red light therapy, but again, red light therapy addresses different skin conditions. So some of the more dramatic uses for blue light include treating skin cancer. Now, I'm gonna put this out there with a big fat disclaimer because I don't want anyone to think that they can treat their own skin cancer by just getting a device like this. Absolutely not. This is done in a doctor's office when they're doing this type of treatment, but they can actually use blue light therapy along with photosynthesizing drugs to react with oxygen, which actually kills cancer cells. So there are some skin cancer patients that utilize blue light therapy in addition to probably other therapies when it comes to treating their skin cancer. If you in any way suspect that you have skin cancer, go see a dermatologist. I always talk about going and having a yearly mole patrol from head to toe. Especially if you are someone in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, because those of us who were around in the 80s and 90s and were teenagers back then, we probably used tanning beds, or we laid out in our friend's backyard on their black trampoline to like attract the sun's rays covered in baby oil. You guys remember doing that? Yeah, I did. So I go every single year to my dermatologist and I have a check for skin cancer. My biological dad had skin cancer. It was malignant. I don't know entirely how that all worked out for him because I don't have any contact with my biological dad, but I have heard through the grapevine that apparently he made it through. But it does run in my family now, so I have to be extra vigilant about it. I would encourage you to do the same. Skin cancer is not something to be messed around with. It's very treatable when it is caught early on, but if you catch it late, it doesn't have a good survival rate when it comes to malignant skin cancer. So please always do your mole patrols. So that's kind of it's also used to treat depression. I know that it can also be used to treat jaundice. So babies that are born with jaundice are often exposed to blue light therapy. I've heard that it can be used also for treating varicose veins. It's not the most effective for that, and really the best thing to get is sclerotherapy. I think it's called sclerotherapy if you want to treat varicose veins. But there are some people that have utilized blue light therapy as well, because there's some areas on the body where you cannot have sclerotherapy, such as I think the face and the feet, and it's just because of all of the veins and arteries that are running through those areas. Really, the most common uses though for at-home treatments for blue light therapy are acne and sunspots and a fun condition called sebaceous hyperplasia, which you guys know that I have battled for a long time. Now, I have treated mine with the plasma pen. My friend Penny over at Pensmith Skincare, I saw her in her office. And she treated the sebaceous hyperplasia that I had at that point. They have not come back since. There's a whole video about that. I'll link it down below. But blue light therapy is said to actually help that as well. So I have a couple of new ones that popped up. Not any of the old ones ever, those never returned, but I do have a couple of new ones, and they're clogged oil ducts. So I'm seeing if this has an effect on those. The fastest thing would be for me to just go see Penny again and have her zap the other ones that have popped up. But I think it's kind of a good test for me for the next 3 months to utilize this blue light to see if it actually shrinks them. So I'll report back on that. But acne is really the main one. If you are someone who constantly deals with breakouts, either whiteheads or just regular pimples or blackheads, blue light therapy is a great thing to use. And so I have been using my blue light therapy specifically on my nose and this area here on my cheeks, because that is where I am most prone to blackheads on my face. I'm so lucky in that at this point in my life, it wasn't true when I was a teenager because pimples everywhere. But at this point in my life, I don't deal with a whole lot of breakouts. Every now and then I get a pimple if I use a product that disagrees with my skin, or I'm picking at something on my face, or I'm touching my face excessively for whatever reason. And you know, that can cause bacteria introduction and then result in a pimple. So not a whole lot of pimples, but I am using this to treat my, just my pores to see if it helps with the sebaceous filaments, treating and preventing those. Blackheads aren't as much of an issue because of my use of beta hydroxy acids. BHAs really are a game changer for me when it comes to treating blackheads. So yeah, the most ideal wavelength that you are looking for with your blue light therapy to get the antibacterial benefits is, hang on, I wrote this down, between 400 and 415 nanometers. Now, there are also blue light devices that penetrate much deeper, and they actually have less antibacterial benefits, but those are used usually typically in office. So when you're doing probably the therapies for skin cancer, when you are doing the jaundice therapy treatment, I'm sure those have a different wavelength that they're using, and those are typically between 470 and 495 nanometers. This particular device here is at the top end of the like antibacterial range. So this one is 415 nanometers. This is an FDA cleared device here. So this did go through clearance with the FDA. It's very easy to use. There is a cap on it, which I think is kind of nice. You basically press this button here on the front, which turns on the device. Now, this does not actually turn blue until it touches your skin. So if you move it away from a spot, it's going to turn off, which is great because it preserves the battery life. Once you make contact with the skin again, it turns on. You can see there are two like circles of light, I guess. You can see the diodes in there. Oh shoot, yeah, there we go. This device also heats up. The first time I used it, I was like, ooh, that gets toasty. This gets warm. Not to where it's burning your skin, but it is significantly warmer than the light stim device. Now that also helps the light to penetrate deeper into the skin. If you feel it warming up, it's supposed to do that, so don't think that something is wrong with the device. Let me show you really quickly the skincare that I typically have on my face. I have been using this at least 6 nights a week after I do my red light therapy. So I'm doing both therapies on all the same days of the week, right after each other, except this I'm using only in some very specific areas. You do want to leave this on an area for at least a minimum of 3 minutes. If you just hold it there for like 5 seconds, it's not going to do anything. You have to hold this device to the area that you are treating for a minimum of 3 minutes to get the benefits. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about, I'm just going to set this right here so that I'm not laying it down on this dirty desk. Typically the skincare that I have on when I'm using my devices is I always use a toner after cleansing. Only use this on a clean face. Don't put this on your face when you have makeup on. Do not use this after you have applied your retinol. Don't use this with your BHA treatment. Don't use this with any AHAs, glycolic acids, lactic acids. No acids. Don't use this product with any acids. So my Propolis Synergy Toner from CosRx is typically the toner that I put on my face. I am using the light stim device, so I typically have the photo serum from them on there. Of course, my Maysama Green Rooibos Pressed Serum, which this is fantastic for accelerating the results from red light therapy. I don't know that this necessarily accelerates the results from blue light therapy, but it is on my face. And then also, I actually mix in a little bit of my Resist 10% Niacinamide Booster with my Propolis Synergy Toner when I apply that to my face. So there's also some niacinamide on my face. So those are the products that I'm using with this. Let me tell you guys what I have noticed so far. The main thing is that the pores on my nose and on my cheeks, specifically where I'm using the device, are getting smaller. And I am not really seeing my pores filling up with the sebaceous filaments, which is, it's not a blackhead, but it is stuff that is like basically stuck in your pores. I am not really noticing anything in those pores anymore. It really is actually making my nose and my cheeks look a lot less textured. So I'm seeing some great results in terms of clearer pores that way. I did have just a little pimple that you might be able to still see a little bit of redness from it. But do you guys see that little red spot right there? I had a little pimple there. I basically put this blue light device right on that pimple and kept it on there. The next day, the pimple was flat. Now I still have that little tiny red spot, so I need to remember to put the blue light over top of that to help get that redness away. But I'm really impressed with this device so far. Do I think that this is the only option that you should look into for blue light therapy? No, obviously not. This is incredibly expensive and not everyone is going to be able to afford this. But have I seen great results from this? Yes, absolutely. And this is just after, so this would be my 3rd week using the Clearerist device. And this is also my 3rd week using the light stim for wrinkles as well. So overall, I think this is a fantastic device. They do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get the device and you don't like the way it feels on your skin, or you're not noticing anything after the first few weeks, you can send it back. They actually offer free return shipping as well. And this is worldwide. I believe this company is based out of the UK. Yes. Designed by Elevatione I'm probably saying that wrong. And it's made in the UK. This is a dermatologist recommended device, and their other little stamp here is clinically proven. I don't know who it's clinically proven by, but I'm guessing someone in the UK. And they are also, this is a patented device right here. So really, truly, I'm very impressed with the device. I do think the price point it's expensive. Would I have bought this had they not offered to send it to me? I don't know that I would have necessarily felt comfortable taking the chance at first, but knowing that they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, had I bought this for the full price, I don't think that I would send it back, especially seeing what I've seen so far. And I'm curious to see where I'm going to be at the end of December after having used it for 3 solid months. So I wanted to introduce you guys to the device, tell you a little bit more about it, and encourage you to really go research light therapy, whether it's blue light or red light. There's other spectrums of light as well. There's green. I'm really not going to get into those, but definitely check those out as well. There can be benefits to those wavelengths of light as well. For me, I'm not much of a science person. My background is, I have a degree in social work. So I was not, I didn't major in chemistry or anything like that. And I'm certainly not a physician. So I'm going to encourage you to go do a little bit more research for yourself, but I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. I think the design is very nice. It does have a lifetime guarantee to it as well, which I think if you're going to charge that much for a device, you should have a guarantee for it. They also have a red light therapy device as well. So if you're interested in trying both, they offer both. I'm going to continue to update you guys for sure on this and let you know how it goes. And we'll see where I'm at the start of next year. And I mean, you guys, you see my face every day, so you'll be able to see the changes that happen over time. But so far, I'm very pleased with it. It does take some time to do these therapies. This is not something that you can use for a couple seconds and call it good. It's a time commitment, 100%. You need to leave this on any given area that you're treating for a minimum of 3 minutes. Get out your iPhone, set the timer. Typically, I do this at night when I'm laying in bed. So for me, it's very easy for me to do my skincare routine, lay back, relax. Sometimes I'll listen to my spa radio station on Pandora, or I will watch YouTube videos, or I listen to the news, which we'll talk about ruining a vibe. But yeah, that you can just use this while you're relaxing on the couch. It's very easy to do that. This one does not have a cord that needs to be plugged in when you're using it, unlike the light stim. This one does need to be recharged though, so remember to charge it up before you use it for the first time. So yeah, it is a time commitment. I know some of you said in the red light therapy that was the one thing that turned you off from it. Yeah, absolutely. It's a time commitment. I make the time for it because I'm seeing the results, so it's worth it to me, and also it helps me relax a little bit at the end of the day, so it's good for me. But anyway, you guys, I will put the information for this device down below. Feel free to go check them out. Gets really good reviews, so I don't know. Don't just take my word for it. Read up some other people's thoughts on this product. And a big thanks to Elevation for sending this out. I'm really enjoying using it, and like I said, I'm seeing some good results so far, so I'll keep you guys updated. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.